Begin to sit with a straight back and keep your soles of your feet together and interlock your fingers onto your toes and begin to flap your thighs. So this helps in opening your tightness in your groins and your hips. Make sure your breath is really normal. To intensify the stretch in your groins, pull your feet closer to your pelvis and begin to flap for a couple of times. Now, if you are a beginner, slowly bring your elbows down to the mat and rest in this position and make sure to breathe so that you are getting used to the stretch which is in your groin and your hips area. But to intensify the stretch even more, gently stretch your arms all the way forward and put your forehead down to the mat. It is going to hurt at the initial stages, but make sure you practice it every single day. Once you want to release the posture, gently inhale, slide your arms all the way back, roll your shoulders and relax.
As a preparation, it is advisable to practice reverse tabletop a few times before attempting the final version of Purvottanasana or upward plank pose. To begin, sit in Dandasana and bend your knees, placing your feet hip distance apart. Drop your elbows onto the mat behind you. You will then place your palms at the point where your elbow rests. Spread your fingers wide. As you inhale, lift the hips up, moving the navel towards the ceiling and engaging the buttocks and the thighs. You can keep the chin tucked into the chest or drop your head back if your neck allows. To release, press the chin into the chest, and as you exhale, bring the hips back to the mat. As a counter, you can sit in Sukhasana and fold forward. To begin the practice of Purvottanasana or upward plank pose, sit in Dandasana. Place your palms in line with your hips and drop your elbows on the mat behind you. Move the palms to the position where the elbow rests. Spread the fingers wide and grip the mat actively with your palms. Keeping the legs straight, inhale and lift the hips up towards the ceiling, allowing your toes to drop to the mat. The chest is lifting up and the navel is facing the ceiling. Keep the thighs and the buttocks engaged. If your neck allows you, drop the head back. Stay in the posture for a few breaths, and as you exhale, release. As a counter, you can sit in Sukhasana and fold forward.
Starting from cross-leg position, move your legs wide apart, back as straight as you can, feet slightly flexed. You can take your hands behind your back to slightly lengthen your spine and reach your legs comfortably on the mat. Begin with your palms in front of you, bending from the hip by slightly tilting your pelvis. Slowly try to bring your palms down. Bend your elbows down as much as you can to bring your chest forward and down towards the floor. Check with your body as to how you feel and slowly stretch forward if comfortable. Always remember that each one's body is different. It's not important how far you go down, but how comfortable your stretch is. So if you feel this is giving you a good enough stretch for your hamstrings and hips, you can stay right here. But if you feel your body allows you to go a bit further, you can reach far down as you can. And if you're here all the way down with your arms stretched out, try to lift your head up and bring your chin and chest down with your thigh being pushed back and down. Stay in this pose with normal breathing. Try to breathe into those areas where you feel the stretch. To come out of the pose, press the palms into the floor and walk them back using your chest to lift up.
From here, you need to bend your right knee and take the other knee, just like in Gomukhasana, you would stack both your knees over and over. But in this posture, you are going to take the upper leg all the way up. So just pressing the inner thigh towards your abdomen. So which is going to basically massage your abdomen. And again, it is a seated twist. So you need to take your opposite arm. So which is my left knee is up in the air. And from here, I am taking my opposite arm. So which is like inhale, bringing my right arm all the way up and keep pushing it towards my chest and holding it with my elbow here. And again, my right arm is to the side of the butt and left arm goes all the way back, creating this twist. And again, it opens up your heart. The nice twist in the back and hold the posture for 3, 2, 1. And again to release. Inhale, arms up, exhale and release. So make sure you practice this posture again by switching up your legs. Enjoy the benefits of the posture.
So lie down on your abdomen. Try to keep your heel closer, your palms near your side of your chest. Now inhale and then come up such that the navel point touches on the mat. Above your navel, nothing should be on the mat. Okay? Lift your chin up, look at the ceiling. Stay here for 5 breaths. When you stay here for 5 breaths, put all your upper body weight on your middle back and strengthen your middle back as much as possible. And exhale down. Now we'll do one more variation in Bhujangasana. The same thing, inhale and come up such that the navel point touches the mat and gently lift your hands off the mat. Stay here, shift all the body weight towards your lower back and strengthen your lower back. Exhale down. Now gently place your hands down in between your shoulders and your pelvic bone. Open your legs slightly out. Inhale and then come up. Now lift your navel above the ground level. Push your pelvic bone down. Protrude your pelvic bone down and then elbow straight. Push the shoulders back. Drop your hips back and then arch. Down. Now the same thing again, join your legs together, heel together. When you join your legs together, your arch will not be more, but your spine stretch will be more. Inhale, lengthen your spine, create a space between your pelvic and your rib cages, and then arch back. Squeeze your butt, drop your shoulders back, and then arch. Mouth closed, upper joint, lower joint contact with each other. Exhale down. Once you're done, you can go for Shashangasana. Stay here for 2 to 3 breaths.